Friday, September 9th, marks the 45-year anniversary of the prison uprising at Attica Prison in New York. On September 9th, 1971, prisoners at Attica took control of the prison, holding 42 officers and civilians hostage, demanding that their list of demands, known as the Attica Liberation Faction Manifesto of Demands, be met before they would agree to surrender. Among the 27 demands, protesters called for basic rights and better living conditions, including better medical treatment, fair visitation rights, and an end to physical brutality at the hands of the guards. None of the demands were met. Negotiations fell apart, and on September 13th, state troopers launched tear gas and opened fire on the prison yard for a solid 2 minutes, resulting in the deaths of several hostages and inmates. By the end of the firefight and the retake of the prison, 9 hostages and 29 inmates had been killed, including 21-year-old Elliot James L.D. Barkley, who at the time of the uprising was only days away from his release. Barkley's eloquent words on the prison uprising seemed to not only echo from the disgraceful days of slavery, but also prophetically pinpoint a fight that is still ongoing. We are men. We are not beasts, and we do not intend to be beaten or driven as such. The entire prison populace, that means each and every one of us here, have set forth to change forever the ruthless brutalization and disregard for the lives of the prisoners here and throughout the United States. What has happened here is but the sound before the fury of those who are oppressed. We will not compromise on any terms except those terms that are agreeable to us. We have called upon all the conscientious citizens of America to assist us in putting an end to this situation that threatens the lives of not only us, but of each and every one of you as well. In the spirit of his words, this Friday, prisoners across the U.S. will participate in coordinated protests under the banner A Call to Action Against Slavery, consisting of work stoppage, hunger strikes, and the peaceful refusal to take orders. The strikes will focus on the widespread exploitation of prisoners, a form of modern-day slavery, even more glaring when one considers that nearly 1 million of the 2.3 million incarcerated population is African American. Prisoners who refuse to work are typically placed in solitary confinement, and those that do work are either not paid or paid shockingly low wages, like, for example, 74 cents a day. The profits, of course, go to both the corporations taking advantage of the labor from Bank of America to Victoria's Secret, and the prisons themselves, who enjoy further profit by charging exorbitant prices for everything from phone calls to tampons. And while the issue of forced labor is the focus of the actions on September 9th, the whole prison industrial complex is guilty as hell, corrupt and twisted, and must be held to account. And this is where the work for us on the outside comes into play. September 9th is not just about strikes on the inside, but a strong show of solidarity on the outside. Just like with the war on terror, we cannot expect to wash our hands of terrorism done in our name on our watch. And we cannot expect to wash our hands of forced labor, men and women in cages for profit. For more information on events in your area, visit the Support Prisoner Resistance website and click on September 9th in the top left-hand corner. And for a list of companies that use prison labor so you can avoid using them, visit the bit.ly link below, bit.ly/prisonlaborcorps. Now, before we wrap up on the show with a quote of the day and a bit of musical interlude, I want to let you all know that there are solidarity actions happening right now through the 17th as part of the movement to stop the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline. Indigenous leaders are calling on anyone who drinks water or needs it to survive, which my guess is you, to join in or build an action between now and the 17th, specifically targeting the financial institutions that are funding the pipeline. As with anything in the system, if you cut the money pipeline, the actual pipeline won't get very far. To learn more about which financial institutions to target, as well as planned events and how to plan your own, visit nodaplsolidarity.org.